guys just, again, find some stillness, softness right here. And start to breathe a little bit longer. And start to breathe a little bit wider. So across the back, across the hips, across the middle rib cage area. Oh, things are just not happening today. Okay, we're gonna skip the music for today. Oh, maybe we're not. Okay. Can you hear that music, anybody? Thumbs up if you do. No? Okay. Thank you. Okay. I don't want to make it the important part of our... Karen said yes. Okay. Okay, thanks. You guys are amazing. Thank you. All right. So again, we are still breathing. We are still fine. We are always going to be breathing. It's going to take us throughout the entire class. Now start to not only increase the inhaling breath, but increase the exhaling breath. So once again, we're sitting on our heels in a child's pose, and the arms are outstretched on the blocks, with perhaps the fingers just hanging off the front of the block. Now, continue with your breath, but start to lengthen your arms. So the arms become a little bit more straight, a little bit firmer, but no tension in the neck and shoulders. Then if you hear the words of the song, it says slow down. It's just a nice little hint for us all, I think, to take a moment and just check in and slow down. Take your left hand on top or on the same block as the right, and breathe down the left side of your body. Look under your left arm and just, find some more space under the arm, on the rib cage, and allow for a little bit of release into the hips. Keep your left hand there and slide your right arm underneath your left, and just turn your ear towards the floor so you're looking under your left arm. Inhale, lift yourself back up, both hands on the right side block. Exhale, bring your hands over to the other block. So the right hand is on top or a little bit longer or just next to the left arm. Breathe down the right side body. From underneath the arm to outside of the foot, breathe in and breathe out. And then slide your left arm underneath your right, turn your palm up to the sky. And just slow down, breathe. Find a few moments of stillness. Good, inhale, come back, put one hand on each block now. Right on right, left on left. And continue to reach your arms forward. Now, wrap your fingers around the front of the block if you have the block. And then feel like you're pulling the blocks towards you. And just feel that engagement under the arms. Keep the breath going, long and smooth. Good. And then inhale, come up to your hands and knees. Tuck your toes, dip your belly, exhale. Inhale here, then tap the foot round and curl your spine. Tuck the tailbone underneath you. Let your head hang loose. Inhale, drop your belly, arch your back, broaden your collarbones. Exhale, round and curl, tuck the chin in. Inhale, come back to neutral, stretch your right arm up in the air. Spread your fingers, and then flow the arm back, circling back as the hips move forward and back. A little bit of that mobility through the hips, joint, shoulder joints, and then reverse the arm. We're going to take another threading of the needle, one more breath. Stretch your arm up, inhale, and then slide it all the way underneath the left arm. This time, stretch your left arm a little bit further forward. Keep it on the block or take it off, whatever you need. And then pull your hips towards the midline. So you've got a lot more space here now that we are up on our knees. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Both arms forward, a little puppy dog pose, so the chin, chest goes towards the floor, the forehead, whatever works in your body today, right? Wherever your flexibility and mobility lies. Inhale, pull yourself back up to a cat pose. As you exhale, push the floor away. Walk your right hand back. Inhale, stretch your left arm up. And exhale, circle it back. You can use your hips as well, so if you want to get a little bit more movement. And then reverse that. Good. Then take your left arm up, open it up. Exhale, bring your left arm under the right again. Walk your right arm out in front of you. Bring the back of the head. You have a little bit more space now, or you should have a little bit more space here. Reach your hands forward and back onto the side simultaneously, and just kind of get a little bit more release with each breath. One more breath. Keep your right arm where it is as you empty the breath. Both arms are outstretched in front of you. Chin, chest, forehead to the floor. And then as you come back in, see if you can glide your blocks with you into a cat pose. Exhale, come back to neutral and just move the blocks off to the side. Step your right leg back behind you, tuck the toes, level out the hips, and just rock forward and back on the ball of your foot. Float your right leg up in the air, toes point down, shoulders over wrists, crown of the head forward. Now keep your left hand on the floor. Inhale, open up to the right side, stretch your right arm up, and then all the way overhead as you turn the palm down to the floor. And then rotate the thumb a little bit so that the shoulder starts to open and the whole chest, torso rotates a little bit more. Breathe. Inhale. Lower your right foot as you exhale. Press down to rise up. Inhale. Come into like a gate pose. Reach your right arm to the right and left arm up and overhead. We did this in our cool down yesterday. Good. Now come back up. Inhale. Take your right hand behind your head. Left hand to the floor. Right elbow towards the left wrist. Inhale, open up. Exhale, right elbow towards the wrist. Inhale, open up. Exhale, right elbow towards the wrist. Inhale, open up, stretch the arm up. Exhale, bring your hand down. Float your right leg back up. Knee to chest round and curl. And then float the leg back behind you, toes turn down. Then take your hip out to the right side, place the foot on the floor. Take a block if you need one by your ankle. Walk your hands forward and then walk your hips back, and either you sit on the floor or perhaps to a block, or maybe you don't go that far at all. Breathe in and breathe out. Keep reaching your arms forward and your right leg out to the right side. Good. So, notice the spaces that we're creating, right? We get out of bed and we're all kind of, scrunched in together, and it's very tight. So especially in the morning, it's really nice to get into some of these movements. Now walk your hands back and sit up on the block. Stretch your arms up overhead. Exhale, turn to your right leg and fold over. If you're not on the block, that's fine. Just fold over and get the hamstrings going. Breathe in and breathe out. Walk your hands a little bit more forward. Good. Now take your right hand on the inside of the right leg. Open up your left side. Stretch it up and over. Good. Turn your palm down, thumb up. And again, like we did in the kneeling position, open up your torso a little bit more. Relax the right shoulder down. One more breath. Go big. Empty the breath, come up. Walk your hands forward, take your block with you. Step your right foot back, tuck your right toes. Step your left foot back, tuck your left toes, plank pose. Inhale. Exhale, hips up in the air, downward facing dog. Rise up and down on the balls of your feet, chest towards your thighs. And then come up on your toes and shift yourself forward to a high plank. Without bending the arms, lower the hips to the floor. Point your toes back. And then push to a child's pose. Inhale, come back to your hands and knees. Step your left foot back behind you, tuck the toes underneath you on the floor, and you can rock back and forth a couple of times. Good. Lift your left leg off the floor, level out your hips, inhale. And as you exhale, float onto the left side, towards your left side, you're on your right leg. Left arm is up. And then over the head as you rotate the torso. So the palm comes down, but the thumb spins up so the shoulder opens. Then stretch your left leg to the floor here. Inhale, rise up, kneeling on your right leg. Exhale, lean to the left side and stretch up and over. Reach, reach, reach. One more breath. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, left hand behind your head, reach forward. Right arm comes down. Inhale, open up. Exhale, elbow towards wrist. Inhale, open up. Exhale, elbow towards wrist. Inhale, open up. Exhale, elbow towards wrist. Inhale, open up. Good. Exhale, take your left hand down. Lift your left leg off the floor. And then slide your left leg out to the side and you can place it down on the floor. Grab your block and have it by your right ankle. Walk your hands forward. And then push your hips back and perhaps you sit all the way down on the block. So my leg moved up a little bit where I am. See if you can just have it closely in line with your knee. Breathe in, square it off. Good, inhale, lift up. Walk your hands back in to sit up. Turn over to your left side, left foot. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, hinge forward. And stretch over the left leg. Keep breathing. Good, now take your left hand on the inside of the left leg. Stretch your right arm up and over. And reach, reach, reach. Breathe in, breathe out. Good, go a little bigger. Rotate that torso. Exhale. Inhale, rise up. Bring your hands back in. Walk your hands forward. Move your block back to the front. Step your left foot back. Tuck the toes. Inhale, step your right foot back. Plank position. Exhale, hips up in the air. Downward facing dog. Walk your dog side to side. Inhale, come high up on your toes. Exhale, shift your body forward, plank position, shoulders over wrist, maybe slightly in front. Without bending your arms, lower your hips to the floor. Lower the knees to the floor, push back to child's pose, real quick. Good. And then come forward, tuck your toes, lift your hips, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come high on your toes and walk yourself to the top of your mat. Coming into a soft, easy forward fold. You can take your hands and measure the instep of your foot to each right and left sides and find your weight, find your space that wide. The weight is in three corners, the ball of the foot, the pinky toe, and the center of the heel as you drop your hips up and over your ankles, let your head come down and interlace your fingers. Place the hands at the nape of the neck, maybe even a little bit higher. Keep the elbows pointing in, and then if you want in this position to straighten your legs a little bit more, go for it, where you maybe touch your elbows to your shins. And let your head come down towards the floor, press the big toe down. Keeping that same action, soften the knees again. Roll through your spine. As you come all the way up to standing, the last thing that comes up is your head, and then just drop it back into your arms and arch your back. A small little back bend here, right? You don't want to go too big too soon. Tuck your tailbone under a little bit more. And imagine that you're being pulled to the ceiling with your chest and then moving backwards from the middle upper back. Inhale, lift your chest up, open your arms wide. Good. Exhale, lean to the right side. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, over to the left side. Inhale, back to center. One more time each side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale, come back to center. Keep your fingers interlaced and stretch your arms up overhead. Exhale, open your arms wide to a T, thumbs up. Then rotate your torso to the right side, thumbs are still up. And now the hip wants to go with it, but let's keep the hip steady. So you can put your hand on the right hip and just guide it forward again. It might turn a little bit, of course. Right arm down, left arm up, palm faces back, and lift, again, the same lift out of the middle upper back as opposed to the lower back. So you don't want to sink into your back that way. Good. Inhale, bring the arms back to a T. Come back to center, exhale, turn to the other side, inhale. Good. Reach back with the left hand down either thigh, whatever feels right to you. Turn your right palm down, push your hips forward, and then lift out of the middle upper back. Good. Inhale, come back up to the T. Exhale, turn yourself forward. Inhale, release your arms behind your back. Lift your chest. Exhale, soften the knees, forward fold, and hang out here. So start with bent knees. Maybe stay with bent knees. I most certainly will. But if you do choose to have your legs a little straighter and that's okay for your body, go for it. Or you can put your hands now on the floor or the blocks or the shins and see if you have a little bit more space there. Exhale, fold down. Press down through your feet. Inhale, rise to stand. Bring the arms with you. Exhale, bring prayer to the heart. Mountain pose. Release the arms by your side. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step, step, high plank to low plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or low cobra or skip it and meet in downward facing dog. Breathe in and breathe out. Bring your feet a little closer to touching. Float your right leg in the air, inhale. Open your right hip, but not too much. Just enough that your right shoulder still stays down and you point your leg up and back, reach, 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 reach. Good. As you come back to center, bring your right knee forward. Look between your hands and step your right foot all the way between your hands. Let's go ahead and use the blocks any height and place your fingers on either side of your right leg. Good. Shoulders back, collarbones forward. Make sure you're not on a tight rope and just get your legs at least hips width apart. Inhale, straighten your front leg, lift the toes with you. Exhale, bend the knee, look forward. Broaden your collarbones when you look forward. Exhale, straighten the legs, fold your head to your shins, toes up is optional. Good. Inhale, so as you come forward, pull your shoulders back, bring your chest in front of your shoulders. Good. Then straighten the leg, right toes come up, inhale. And exhale, lower your right foot down to the floor. Good. Soften your right knee, come back into the low lunge. Keep your left hand down. Sweep the right arm up and open for a side twist lunge. Breathe. Inhale. And exhale. One more breath as you go bigger. Exhale, lower the hand down. You can keep your hands on blocks and step back into downward facing dog. Notice if your hands are on the blocks, your heels may actually touch the floor. Inhale, float your left leg high in the sky. Open the hip, but not huge. Bring your chest down. Keep your shoulders, triceps, underarms even. Good. Then bring your knee to your chest, round and curl, and then step through. Again, you'll notice it might have been a little easier to step through with your hands on the blocks. Good. Look forward with your shoulders back, eye gaze forward. Inhale. Exhale, straighten your front leg, come onto your heel if that feels okay for your body. Inhale, rebend the knee, look forward. Exhale, straighten your front leg. Inhale, rebend your knee. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, rebend the knee, right hand stays on the floor block, left arm comes up and over. Open for the twist. Good. Firm up your back leg, everybody. Go bigger, one more breath. Good, empty the breath, hands on the floor blocks, and then step back, downward facing dog. This time, walk your hands back to your feet, back of your mat. Soften your knees and measure approximately 2 fists in between. Grab opposite elbows, put a little more weight into your upper body and take the weight out of your heels, more towards the balls of your feet. That doesn't mean the heels have to lift. Switch the cross of the arms. So the other arm on top, possibly the less familiar one. And then go ahead and let the arms dangle, look forward. Come to your fingertips. Walk your hands out until you find your way back to downward dog, on or off the blocks, you choose. It's all good. Bring your feet a little closer together. Inhale, float your right leg up in the air. Open the hip and go a little bigger now as you bend the right knee and let it just hang out behind you. Inhale, come back to center, look forward. And shift your weight, right foot comes in the center. Good. Left hand stays on the floor, the block, right arm opens up to the right side twist. Look down at your right leg for a moment. Inhale, bring yourself back up, just like we did standing. Hug your hips together, pull your right arm back, and then lower the right arm and lift the left arm up. Push your left hip forward. Try to be conscious about the right knee wanting to turn inward, right? So think about pressing it towards the pinky toe. One more breath. As you empty the breath, release the hands, floor block, straighten your right leg and fold over it. Pull the hip back. Toes up. Walk your hands back and turn your fingers towards your back leg. Breathing in and out. One more big breath. As you empty the breath, bend your right knee. Walk your hands forward again. Step back, three-legged dog. Open the hip, bend and stretch. We've been here before. Good. And then bring the knee back to center, round and curl. Stay in dog. Step your right foot down. Exhale. Inhale, float your left leg up and open. This time we got a little bit more, so bend the knee. Make movements through the hip, knee, ankle, wherever you are. Inhale, turn yourself back to center. Exhale, look between your hands and step your left foot in between your hands. Good. Keep your right arm down, open your left arm up, open twist. Put the hand on the block as much as you need. Now, when you open twist, I just watched a few of you. You all shifted your hips with it. So think about moving just the torso in that twist. Breathe in, back leg is firm. Look down at your right foot, inhale, rise up and come up. And now hug that hip back in. Whoops. Good. This is a very challenging pose, by the way. Thumbs up. Turn your thumbs up. Yeah. Left arm down, right arm up. Palm back. Press through the right hip. Stretch. So bring your left arm down, Tosh. Right arm up. Yeah, there you go, girl. One more breath. Exhale, release the hands to the floor. Straighten your front leg, lift the toes up. Inhale. And exhale, fold. Inhale, rebend your front knee. Shelby danced to this at her wedding. Exhale, three-legged dog. Inhale, stay in dog, but bring knee to chest, round and curl. Step the leg down. Exhale. Inhale, shift forward to a high plank. Exhale, bend your elbows or knees to the floor or a little of everything. Pull through, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Feet are close together at the back of the mat. Good. Walk your hands back now. Forward fold over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Bring your hands to your hips. Rise up to standing. Good. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Press the knuckles to the floor. Lift your chest up. And exhale, soften the knees, fold over, bring the arms up and over your head. Good. Soften the knees, look forward. Shift across the fingers, just move one finger over to the side. And then exhale, fold again. Straighten the legs a little bit more. You know, my legs are bent a good deal of the time, right? I've got super tight hamstrings. Let your head come down. Inhale, chin to chest. Roll up through your spine. Bring the arms up overhead when you get to standing. Exhale, open the arms, rotate your torso to the right side. So we're going into this a little different. Pull your right heel up. Bring your right knee up and just balance. Hold it here. Hug your left hip in. Breathe. Good. Now listen, inhale, lower the right leg. Turn your torso forward, exhale. Usually we pick the leg up first and then we open up. So we're doing it a little different. Rotate to your left side. Left hip comes forward. Weight in the right leg, lift your left heel. Yeah, and then see if you can lift the leg up and keep rotating the torso. Maybe the eye gaze goes to the back arm. Turn your thumbs up, Tash. Just so the shoulder opens, yeah. Good job, guys. Balance is super challenging. And come back, bring your left leg down, turn your torso forward. Exhale, inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk back to a downward facing dog. Feet together, back of the mat. Inhale, float your right leg up, open, bend, and stretch. Exhale, step your right foot, excuse me, in between your hands. Left arm down, right arm up, open twist. Exhale. Look down at your left foot. Inhale, rise up, water wheel. Exhale, right arm down, left arm up, palm faces back. Inhale, release your arms to the floor. Exhale, straighten your front leg. Toes up or down, your choice. Good. Inhale, re-bend your knees, step back to three-legged dog, open, bend, and stretch. Exhale, knee to chest, round and curl. Inhale, kick it up. Exhale, feet down. Walk your hands to your feet, back of the mat. Inhale, hands to hips, look forward, rise up. Heel toe yourself to a comfortable standing position. Inhale, float your right leg up, face front. Take your left hand on your knee. Take your right arm behind you. Rotate your torso to the right side, thumb up. Good, just standing like a modified dancing Shiva. So without extending the leg. Nice, good, guys. And then come back to center, arms up. Good. Now, bring your arms out to the side as you hinge forward. Put your hands to the floor or the blocks, kind of like a standing split for a moment as you walk your hands back out in front of you, three-legged downward dog. Exhale, feet on the floor, downward facing dog. Inhale, float your left leg high in the sky, open, bend, and stretch. Exhale, step your knee to your chest and step through in between your two hands. Right hand stays, left arm opens up, twist. Inhale. Exhale, look down at your left toes. Inhale, rise up, water wheel. Exhale, sink. Inhale, left arm down, right arm up. Exhale, spin the hands to the floor, straighten your front leg, lift your toes. Inhale, rebend your knee. Exhale, step three-legged dog. I think I did this, whoops. Feet down to the floor, walk your hands back to your feet. Inhale, hands to hips, rise up to stand. Exhale, stand tall. Inhale, float your left leg off the floor, open your arms to a T. Take your right arm to the outside of the left leg, left arm back behind you. And again, maybe the gaze goes with you, but if it does, take it slow. Breathe, kick it in. Nice. Just settle your mind to your breath. Good, then come back, release the left leg, release the arms, stretch the arms overhead, inhale. Exhale, fold down, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk your hand, oh no, you know what, left leg is still in the air, guys. Fold over your right leg, and then walk it out to a three-legged downward dog. Breathe in, breathe out. Feet on the floor. Inhale, shift forward to a high plank. Bend the elbows halfway down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, look between your hands, and either jump or slide your knees so that they come by your hands and you're sitting on your knees. Sit back on your heels for a moment. Take your hands to the floor on either side of the leg or on the block, and press the top of your pedicure to the floor, and then lift your shins up off the floor. Good. deep stretch to your front ankle. Good. Inhale, bring the toes down, or the knees down. Sit on the toes. If this is really, really horrible for you, as it is for me, you might want to put a block under your knees, the middle or the lowest height. And then bring your hands to your heart center. Good. One more breath. Release your hands to the floor. Sit back. Bring the soles of your feet or your heels together and sit down on the floor for a moment. Open your knees into Baddha Konasana, round angle pose. And stay upright for the breath. And then fold as deep as you'd like. And if being this close in right now doesn't fit your personality today, move it out. Grab a hold of your two peace fingers with your peace finger grip with each toe. Inhale, lift your chest a little higher. And then lean back just a little bit to get your legs out from that inside area. And then slide your feet on your mat. And they shouldn't slide too easily because they're sticky mats. When you get there, kind of rock side to side. Lift your spine, inhale. And then fold as you exhale. Oh, thanks, Touch. I can see it. You're good. Good. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Release your hands, exhale. Good. Now just shift your weight from side to side. Place your hands on the floor or the blocks next to you. Breathe in and breathe out. Bend your right knee, line it up with your sitting bones. Interlace your fingers around the shin. Left foot toes are pointed up and you lift yourself all the way up, up, up. Good. Take your right hand behind you, kind of directly or a little bit more to the left side. Take your left arm up, inhale. Good. And then either hug or twist, maybe outside of the thigh. And if you've got the knee wants to pull into the midline, pull it towards the arm, right towards your right side. Inhale and exhale. One more breath. As you empty the breath, release your hand, your left arm, and take it to the outside of the right foot. This might look familiar to you. Pull the knee up, and this time extend the leg, extend the right arm behind you, thumb up, and then cross the left leg over your, the right leg, over your left leg. And then keep lifting through your torso, keep rotating the torso, thumb up, shoulders open, breathe in, breathe out. One more, just say thank you for not making me do this standing up, okay? And then come back to center, bend your knee, and place your knee over the other knee. Release the right arm down. So a half cow pose. Walk your hands forward. On this one, let's relax the left foot and just fold over. You can also put a block under your head for support. Can you find both sitting bones? Maybe, maybe not, right? It's rhetorical, you don't have to answer it, just feel it. Just notice it. You know, are you leaning more to the left side or more to the right side? One more breath. Good. Inhale, lift up. Turn to your left side. Put your right foot down on the floor. Put your hands on the inside of the right leg. I'll try to turn this way so you can see it better. Okay. And then take your right arm and see if you can reach your left long leg. Maybe you can pick it up off the floor. So you gotta cross the cat. I'm not sure if you're crossed. So your right leg is bent, your right hand is grabbing your foot. Okay. Now you can put your left hand down on the floor and maybe lift your bum up. Breathe. Come down if you're up. Release it. Come back to center. Just counter pose. Twist, counter twist. And then come back to center. I'm just going to move back to the front of my mat there where I was. And adjust your flesh underneath your sitting bones. Don't think about it. It's done. Won't happen the same way twice. Maybe it happens similar. We are going to do the other side, but you know. And it is what it is. We might have one side that's happier than the other. Bend your left knee in. Grab yourself around your left shin. Sit up tall. Right leg is active, so the toes are pointing up. Someday All right, now hold on with your right arm, left shin. Left arm behind you, maybe a little bit more towards your right side to give you a little bit more lift. Breathe in, breathe out. Someday. Good. Good. Inhale. Now you can take the right arm up and go a little deeper if you want, as you make sure you're not pulling the knee across the body. One more breath. Go bigger, bigger, bigger. Empty the breath. Come back to center. Good. I know I'm trying to remember if I did it this way or the other way. So we'll take the arm to the outside of the left leg, stretch the arm out, leg out, excuse me, and then stretch the arm out as well. Now take your leg across the other leg. Yeah, this is the way we did it. Inhale. Good, excellent. Good, Maria. Nice, guys. Breathe. Go bigger, bigger, bigger. And as you exhale, bend your left knee and place your foot outside of the leg. Relax your hands, relax your right foot, and just fold. Breathe in. And breathe out. So sometimes it's nice to rest your head on a block. And hold. Inhale, come back up. Twist, counter twist. And then release your legs, stretch it out in front of you. Oh no, don't do that. Let's go on. Take your right hand to the floor, left arm up, and reach towards your right foot. My goodness, what was I thinking? So this is enough. Maybe you're only at your knee. And then if you want more, maybe lift the bottom leg up and maybe lift the whole hip up. It's called baby grasshopper. And lower the hip, lower the leg. Now come back to center. Release your legs out in front of you. Adjust your flesh. Good. Reach your arms up. Inhale, flex your feet. Exhale, reach forward. And then tuck the chin into the chest and round the back. Relax your shoulders down. And roll all the way down to the floor. Let's grab a block on the way down. So grab a block on the way down. Bend your knees and place your feet onto the floor. Take your block on its middle height today. Place it the long way, so it will be going horizontally across your sacrum. Lift your hips up, and then place your hips down on your sacrum on the block. So a little bit higher than the full restorative, and a little bit lower than the full height. Stretch your legs out in front of you. And you might want to dig your heels down into the floor, turn your toes up. But try not to hold on to your glutes. And then stretch your arms over your head. Maybe even hook your thumbs together. Notice that the rib cage is going to start pushing out. So try to, again, not excessively arch the back. So you might keep the arms a little bit softer there. Or just remind your rib cage to kind of tuck in a little bit. And remind your glutes to stay relaxed. Just have a conversation with them. Good. Now, inhale as you bend both knees. Release your arms by your side and stretch your legs up in the air. You might have to hold your block. Separate your legs, tailbone down. Weight into the block. Shoulders pressed down on the floor. And again, if you want to try your arms overhead, see if that feels somewhat comfortable for you today. Just notice what happens, what's going on in the body. Are the feet getting warm? Are they getting tingly? Are they shaking? All of that is likely to happen the more you let go. Good. Now inhale as you bend the knees back to the floor. Exhale, release the arms by your side. Inhale, lift your hips up and slide the block up to the side. Exhale, articulate your spine down, take your knees together, and cross your arms over your chest as well. Inhale, open up a little bit. Exhale, bring the knees together again, and take the other arm on top as you stretch towards your shoulder blades. Try to kind of pull your shoulders apart a little bit. Constructive rest position. Open up your arms, inhale. Exhale, bring your legs up to your chest. Inhale. Hips go to the right, knees fold to the left. Spinal twist. Exhale. Right arm can stay where it is or move a little higher up. Palm open. Good. Inhale, open the arms, bring the legs back to center. Exhale, move your hips over to the left side and knees fall to the right side. Right arm on the outside of the leg, left arm can be wherever it feels right for you today. Open your arms to a T. Inhale, come back to center. And now give a real big hug of your knees to your chest. If you like, lift your head and shoulders up so you come into a big tight ball or a small tight ball. Take a big breath here. And as you empty the breath, release your head down, release your legs out, release your arms by your side, and take your final rest of Shavasana. Take a few moments for yourself here. Give yourself permission to let go and do nothing. Let the body breathe itself into stillness, softness. Maybe observe the breath, the ebb and flow of the breath, and then let go. So for those of you at home, if you'd like to stay longer, just turn off your video. For those of you on screen, if you'd like to stay longer, just turn off your video. Otherwise, make your way back into some deeper breathing, some more movement of the body, slow and easy, fingers, wrists, toes, ankles. Gentle hugging of the knees back up to your chest. And make your way onto your right side, make a pillow for your head. And then come to a seated position, bring your hands together at your heart center. Bow down in gratitude to yourselves for showing up. I bow down in gratitude for you all to show up and make it much more fun than being on my own. Thank you for your commitment, your passion, your energy. Namaste. For those at home, stay strong, stay fit, stay healthy.